Hello, people of YouTube. It has been a very long time since I have posted anything, and if you are still subscribed to me or want to subscribe to me, I thank you, and, God bless if you still have even paid any attention at this point. Now, I could have done anything between the time I went off and now, but I chose Destiny because I've been very fluent in it. Give me a sec, I'd rather at least look a little bit more menacing, saying that I actually maxed out my junk. I like that helmet more, but anyway. So yes, I'm at a level 32. Now I own both an Xbox One and a 360, so the gamer tag is right there, R17 Rogue. It is not changing. It will not change, so if you need help completing raids, or if you want help nightfalling, weekly, whatever, I'm your guy, give me a shout out. But today, it's not a, get back and make an offer to the community, it's a get back and I actually want to make a review. I wanted to do this for the longest time, believe me. But what stopped me was that I didn't have all the guns. Now, you do not do a good review if you don't have all the guns. And yesterday, it was my birthday. Falling in between Earth Day, 420. If you get the reference, cool. If you don't, ask someone who does. I'm not going to. Anyway, what I want to do my review on is exactly what ship I'm in. I'm in the Bane of Dark Gods, so I'm going to do a Crota's End weapon and armor review. Now, this is personally what I have, and I like it. The Fang of Ur-Yut, I love it. It's a beautiful piece of weaponry. Right now, I think there's plenty of reviews of people who've done this before, but I will probably separate it into a primary weapon review, secondary or special, and heavy weapons, just because that would probably take a long time because I will be going through all the perks and stuff. As you can see, I lock all my stuff down that I don't want to lose. I wouldn't really touch it either way, but, insurance purposes, pretty much. Pretty much, you've got, for the Fang, you've got the red dot ores, which would kill the range, but increase stability. The True Sight IS, flexible sight, which would increase reload and stability and range. And what I've got, which increases range and a little bit of stability. Or actually, let me check. No, it decreases stability, increases range. My bad, I had to realize that. Between the two perks, Spray and Play and Target Marked. Spray and Play I like for Crota. I'm sorry if the camera isn't exactly as steady as most want, just because I'm using a Galaxy 3 phone. As I've said a lot in my reviews, my hand is only as steady as, I want it to be. But, anyway, Spray and Play perk. I like it because it helps that you can empty your magazine and you get a faster reload. That you can go down to the last bullets and not be afraid of getting knocked out. Now, Target Marked, I like, but for the sense I like it more for PvP versus PvE, just because if you can mark a Guardian with a shot, you get pretty much let everyone else know, hey, he's right there, knock him out. That's an easy job. Then you got the upgrade damage, high caliber rounds, which slightly improves impact and it makes enemies stagger a little bit. I like it as a beginning tier perk, but I don't like it as far as, saying that's what I'm going to use. Perfect balance. If I wasn't using Field Scout, I would use this just because it would make the stability a whole lot better. If you want, do it for PvP if you so wish, but right now the stability is perfect the way it is, honestly, with the Field Scout. But choose wisely because you are the Guardian. You choose your weapon. This is my suggestion, though. I use Field Scout for increasing it from... Actually, I'll just show it just because I'm not that lazy. It goes from 15 to 27 rounds. So it helps out in that sense that you have more bullets to put down and you don't have to worry about much. third eye perk is nice because it is helpful in PvP and PvE, so that you have an idea of where your enemy is, and if you're playing PvP, where your target is, in this sense. I don't know, I'm making this stuff as I go along. But yeah, you got your 4 damage upgrades, and then, as you can see, I'm posting this video post 1.1.2 patch, when they did eventually finally get the Hive Disruptor perk correct. So now this gun is a beast, and that is what I can say about it. On to my next gun. The Word of Crota. It's a great hand cannon. Don't get me wrong, I love it just because, you know, I am a hand cannon kind of guy. I love it, but, you know, obviously a lot of reviews have gone out there that, you know, the Word of Crota, it's your good gun for your Hive Majors with void damage burn on, which, yeah, in that sense, yeah, they got it right, but still, I love it for that reason. I mean, people go back and forth, Word of Crota or Fatebringer. I'm gonna side with the Word of Crota. It's a good gun, I like it. What I mainly use, since it's such insignificant differences, I just use the Steady Hand IS. It's nice. Zen Moment definitely helps once you get going with the cannons. It's just 12 shots. As long as you can get at least 5 or 6 of those 12 shots on a target, it's not going to make it very hard going for precision shots. But, you know, steady is the hand that shoots. You can tell by my hand. Anyway, upgrade damage, and then between the 3, the reload speed isn't bad, so I'll leave it alone. I would either go with something like Hammer Forge, where it helps the range, so it makes it kind of a balanced gun in a way. Or if you're a guy who just says, you know what, I don't need the range, I love just explosive stuff, go with the explosive rounds. They're fun too. It's kind of like Fatebringer again, except for it's not so much, well, it is a lot based on critical hits, but at the same time, explosive rounds kind of adds that extra insurance on direct hit plus the area effect damage. Anyway, the Phantom Gift. It's a double-edged sword. I like it, but it doesn't seem to be very, very useful in my mind. After shooting this thing a lot since I've maxed it out, I've shot a lot of times. I never seem to get those precision hits in PvP, so don't, you know, I'm not saying discourage it, I'm just saying, you know, yeah, don't try it, luckily. I would suggest more on go after Cabal, Hive. If you're good with Vex, you know what, more power to you. I can't shoot, you know, the broadside of a barn door or hit that Vex, but Fallen, Hive, and Cabal I can all knock out. That's easy. But yeah, the Phantom Gift, returning that 1 bullet after 3 hits, you know, it can maybe add a potential 4 more shots to your magazine if you're good. But if you're like me, it's debatable. Obviously 3 things, and then you've got your Hive Disruptor. I wouldn't say it's a horrible gun, but I would say that comparing it to the Fang, I would use the Fang of Uryat a little bit more, just because, and that's what most reviewers say, that Fang is pretty much, you know, the Cadillac of the gun world. But I'm still doing a full review on primaries, and then I'll do the secondaries and specials there. The Oversoul Edict. The very first primary I ever got, but good lord. I don't want to say it's a disappointment, but I don't want to disappoint you. You know what I mean? Most stuff, it just improves the stability by a little bit, so I'll just keep with the third one. Full auto mode at the time, it was nice that you didn't have, you know, it was a fully automatic burst gun. It was, you know, something everyone liked. Didn't have to hold, you just, you know, hold down the trigger once and it goes. It's a nice idea, but yeah. Upgrade damage, obviously, and then snapshot. Usually, I think just snapshot is a wasted spot in the first place. I don't think a lot of people use it. Honestly, the more they use is Fid stock, pretty much increasing the stability of Field Scout. My suggestion is just go with the Field Scout because it has 42 shots. Even for a low impact, moderately high rate of fire gun, it's a good thing. But yeah, you can see what I mean. You'd rather have the ammo versus anything else. And then Dark Breaker, where this one I like. This one and the last gun I'm going to review, I love this perk just simply for the fact that you finally have something to, instead of waiting for that Hive Knight to throw down that dark shield, you can just bust right through it. Just keep on hitting him. Just keep on hitting him. And then with the added Hive Disruptor perk, if you get any Hollowed Knights or any Ultras, you can knock them out. That's easy. Then, the last gun on my first review is going to be the Abyss Defiant. The Wizard's Bane of Existence. Simply because it is solar, obviously, and we all know solar shields are the Wizards, and Wizards, a couple of Cabals, and the Shanks. Sorry, I'm, like I said, doing this as I talk, but mainly, I would go with the Red Dot ORS. That's my personal thing. Quick Draw IS. It may add that extra for the reload speed, but it kills a lot of other things, and it's fairly fast reload speed. And the Red Dot ORS, they had two of them? Sorry, I'm literally noticing this as I go along. It's the same name. It's just two different abilities. Huh. Anyway, I just noticed this now. Sorry, but anyway, I would go with that just because the stability and reload speed are good. Rate of fire is a little high, but at the same time, you want that higher rate of fire. It's the Hive. Their numbers and speed is what you're going after, so you need to combat that with speed. Between the two, everyone tells you go with focus fire. Go with focus fire. If you aim, and I'm pretty sure 90% of people aim down the sights, it slows it down and increases the damage. That's your best bet. It is a real beast when it comes to that. The upgrade damage, and then I would go, just because I don't think I need to be faster and I don't feel like I need to swivel that faster, I just go with the perfect balance just because it keeps the stability at that high that, you just keep that trigger down and you're happy. Lynch Bane, like I said, the Bane of the Wizards. As long as you have this, Omnigul gets stunned out, and as long as your guys got, Galgahorn, or, I'll review it later, the Hunger of Crota, you'll be able to take her down pretty easily because she'll be stunned, she won't be able to put up her shield as quickly, and then, do what you need to. Since Hive Disruptor works now, it'll add more damage on top of all that. Definitely helps. But please join me again if you will. I'm not gonna, do that whole like, click, subscribe, yada yada. I'm saying if you still care to watch my videos, I do appreciate it. If you want to give me feedback, that's all I'm asking. Give me a comment below. Give me what your opinion is. I'm not looking for how many people love me. I'm just looking for feedback from the community about Destiny, or if they want me to cover something about it. But I will sign out the same way I always do. Thank you, people at YouTube. Have a nice day.